over. Welcome, everyone. Good to see everyone today. And yesterday, it kind of felt like fall for a couple of hours when the rain was falling and the breeze was cool, but then it quickly evaporated, didn't it? And it's still summer, but fall's around the corner, and yay, we have our best with the football team to share and get us motivated. And I don't know about you, but we love football, so we're excited about football starting up and hopefully getting out and watching and cheering on the team. So I hope everyone gets that opportunity. So we're going to go ahead and open up with prayer. Bill Labar, thank you.
One brief announcement before we begin. We're building flags Saturday at 8 o'clock. Mara's email said 9 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock, and we need all of you wine bibbers to bring your wine corks. Okay? I see a few around here. Presbyterians, Methodists, Catholics, and the occasional Baptist wine bibbers. Okay, let's go to God in prayer. Eternal God, we give you thanks for the blessings of this day, for the rain, oh Lord, in August in Texas. It's just amazing to us, and we give you thanks for it. It nourishes the ground. It doesn't look outside the way it's supposed to look in August in Texas, and we're thankful for that. We ask your Spirit to be upon us, upon our work as a club, upon the coaches and the schools and the athletes that they represent this day as they bring their programs to us, and to bless this food and take it to the nourishment of our bodies, and to keep us this day in your peace. In the name of the Christ. Amen.
Okay, next we have the Pledge of Allegiance led by the Director of Youth Service, Belle. What's up?
Please place your hands on your heart and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And before our great leader of entertainment starts, I wanted all of us to help them celebrate their 66th wedding anniversary. And so I thought we would sing Happy Anniversary to our wonderful leaders. Happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary to Neil and Sandra. Happy anniversary to you. Woohoo! Okay, Neil, it's your turn. Thank you so much. I'm going to ask Kathy Howard to give us an update on our flag program. Kathy?
We have a lot of flags, and we're really looking forward to moving into a new barn. Thank you. And it looks like, I don't quite understand these numbers, but yes, we've gotten $68,579. I'm not sure what the 2,214 flags are. I don't understand that. Anyway, but thank you very much, and we're looking forward to a big Labor Day, big Labor Day, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Kathy. We appreciate everyone that works on the flag. Okay, at this time, we always spotlight a member of our club so that we can all get to know each other and appreciate our strengths, resources, and talent. And this week, it is our wonderful director of social media. We consider the best, a superstar, Jordan also.
All right, so thank you for the opportunity. So for us, over the past 2 years, we've seen quite a transition in how we have been doing Rotary. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to bring just something that comes natural and easy to me and just be able to apply it to our club. And I know that, you know, we're growing very drastically. And every week, you know, right around this time, I begin sharing our what we're doing live in person right now. I begin sharing it to groups all over the world, and it's really cool to see the interactions. A lot of times we don't get to share that in the moment, you know, but last week we had people from India watching it, people all across the United States watching our club and what we're doing right here. And it's really cool to be able to take that and then be able to share it with other clubs, or just be able to share what we're doing and just be able to praise what the city of Irving and what, you know, our individual members are highlighting and doing. And so thank you for the opportunity. And again, if you're, whatever social media platform you're on, you don't have to go grab a new one, but whatever you're on, just find us. We're on whatever one you're on. I guarantee you we're on it. Just go like the page. And if you ever see any of our content, you don't have to go search for it, but if you ever see it, just feel free to like it or to share it or comment. And that's really the way that we grow what we're doing in this club. You don't have to search for it. It'll find you. But really the initial part is just to go find it on whatever platform you're on. So thank you guys for that, and continue to do what we're doing.
Thank you. Well, I understand that we have an award presentation to be made for Rick Lindsay. He is on Zoom, so we can't see him, but Lori would like to make a presentation at this time, and we'll get this award to you, Rick, ASAP.
I'm here.
Thank you, Linda. I appreciate the time to make this virtual presentation to you, Rick. This is a Star Award that was presented at the District Awards banquet. So you were honored there, even though you weren't there personally, you were honored. And this is your lovely Star Award for your awesome service to Rotary. So thank you very much.
Well,
and we'll make sure and get it to you.
All right, very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Val had a little project going on today to support a larger project with another Rotary, and I see many of us contributed, and thank you, Val, for bringing that to our awareness to try to help with the drive that another Rotary was supporting. And we are a team, and we're all about supporting each other. So thank you for everyone that brought toilet paper. I guess that is a necessity for quality lifestyle, right? Okay, we'll shut up there. Moving on, we have our tremendous director of membership and getting new members, and Lasora's gonna come up and help us to get energized.
All right. Well, next week is going to be a special day where we all get to meet, not in this room, but just right outside. We are going to have the Rotary Social here, where it allows you guys to invite anybody from the community that you've been wanting to invite, that you might not have been able to bring in here to lunch just because of the schedule and whatnot. So it's a great opportunity for somebody else to come that have not been able to come during lunch. But Shane is passing out again the Identifying Prospective Members worksheet that we passed out a couple of weeks back. I would like to remind everybody about this worksheet. And if you take the time this afternoon or tomorrow or the next couple of days, and just, you know, as you have some little free time, just write down anybody that you might think that could be, you know, here with us and also helping us with the different projects. It doesn't mean that you call them right away. It just allows you to kind of have an idea of who you can contact. And then whenever you have a little bit of free time again, or before the next meeting, then you give them a shout and invite them to come. Or also, again, next Thursday is a perfect opportunity to go through this worksheet and see who else you might be able to contact to come out and join us. But the more we do this and the more we try different things, guys, especially having Jordan here, who is able to share a lot of this with social media right now for the event. He shared with us yesterday that there's about 13 people that have RSVP through the Facebook event. And we're going to be contacting those people to welcome them as well. But also yourself, if you can go find the actual Facebook event on the Irving Las Colinas Rotary on Facebook and say that you're going, well, all of your friends are going to see that you're coming. So it's a good way to start topic conversation about it. But just proactively, if we all work on this, I think we're going to have a good year and be able to grow the club. So I'm always around in case you guys have any questions. But we look forward to growing the club together. Thank you for everything you guys do.
Thank you.
And I love what Jordan has prepared and ready to blast social media with. Very good. I love that, Jordan. Thank you. Very fun. Well, I think we're ready for what everyone is waiting to gain, football synergy, and see how we can get out and have fun. So we're going to let our leader of football, one of our members, and Mike knows them very well. So Mike and Stat, come up, and let's hear about the football coaches.
Thank you, Linda. And as you said, football season is right around the corner. The first ball game is already next Thursday. I'll let Coach Roddy and the coaches speak a little bit about that in just a moment. But it is a real honor to have each year the football coaches come and speak to us. The person responsible for hiring these fine young men and women in the other sports also that help guide the youngsters in the Irving ISD athletic program. Coach Roddy does a great job of finding the right people for the right setup, for the right situation, and the right time. And it's really an honor to have Coach Roddy, who is a graduate of Texas Tech. He's been with Irving ISD now for 9 years. This is his 9th year. He's going to tell you a little bit about what's going on in the athletic program. So please join me in welcoming Coach Clint Roddy.
Thank you, Coach Coonstein. I just, on behalf of the Irving ISD, I want to say thank you to the Rotary for allowing us to be there. I want to begin with just letting you guys know how excited we are to begin this school year with some sense of normalcy. With our kids being in person, we're just super excited to be back working with our kiddos on a daily basis. It's been a great start to school. Football and volleyball are full speed ahead. Volleyball is already playing games, competing in tournaments. Football has already had their first scrimmage. We'll complete our second scrimmage tonight and tomorrow. And then we'll be off to our regular season start next Thursday and Friday. So I know you're not here to hear me talk today. You're here to listen to these coaches with a season preview for them. We're so fortunate to have them. We're blessed to have 2 new members of our staff this year. But we're going to start off with our head football coach, athletic coordinator from Nimitz High School, who is beginning his 9th season. So please help me welcome Brian Rogers.
Thank y'all very much for having us out today. And, it's football time. It's in the air. So been here 9 years. It's been a pleasure to talk to y'all for 8 of those 9 years. Obviously, we didn't get to do this last year. But as Coach Roddy said, our kids are excited. And I'm not talking about Nimitz kids. I'm talking about kids all across America. We had a Meet the Teacher night last 2 Mondays ago. Meet the Teacher night. That's when the new kids come in with their families. I've been here 9 years, and I think it was district-wide. We had more kids and parents show up to Meet the Teacher night than we've ever had. And again, kids are ready to be back. Parents are ready to send the kids back, and we're excited to get them back. So school is very important for our young men and women in Irving ISD. They need to be in the school building, and we're blessed to work for a school district that's allowing our kids back in the building. Education is the #1 priority, and we never forget that. And when we're blessed to have football and other sports and other entities on campuses to keep kids involved, but they need to be on our campus. They need to be learning, and we're excited to have them back on our campus. As Coach Roddy stated earlier, we've already started. We've been, this is the 3rd week of football practice. Last Thursday night, Nimitz went out to Carrollton Standard Stadium and already had a scrimmage against R.L. Turner. Our kids played great. Saw a lot of good things, but saw a lot of things we need to improve on too. And if you're not busy tonight, at 6 o'clock, the JV and freshmen will be scrimmaging on our campus tonight. And the varsity will start at 7 o'clock. So if you're around South Irving and you're looking for something to do tonight, we would highly encourage you. I think the weather's going to be decent. So we're going to be scrimmaging right out there on our campus tonight. And I know the other 2 guys are scrimmaging as well. So our doors are always welcome to you. Next Thursday will be our first game. We'll be on the road in our preseason, all 3 games. So we're going to be road warriors. So next Thursday night, we're at Princeton. Then we head out to Wiley East the next game. And then we end up at Carrollton Creekview for our 3rd game before district starts. So we're going to be veterans as far as traveling and competing away from Irving ISD. The great thing about it, 6 out of our 7 district games this year, we'll play at Joey and Ralph Ellis Stadium. So we'll be very excited to play in front of the home crowd, 6 out of the 7 district games. So it's a little tough early in our season, but the last and the most important part of that district run will be 6 out of 7 games at the stadium. Most weekends or Friday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, there's going to be a game at that stadium. I highly encourage you to come support our student athletes. If it's not Nimitz there, if it's Mac or Irving High, just support our kids. They need it. They notice when people are there to support them, and they appreciate it, even though sometimes they don't tell you that. So I highly encourage you, if you're looking for something to do, most nights it's a Thursday or a Friday, or most weeks, get out to the stadium and support our kids. Currently, we got volleyball going on our campus. We got cross country going on our campus. We got a lot of stuff happening. You can find all the schedules on our websites if you're looking for something to do. And we really, really appreciate your support. A little bit about this year's team. We have 5 returning starters on offense. We got 6 coming back on defense. So we got some experience and we got some inexperience. And that's always fun this time of year to see how your team's going to build chemistry and how they're going to work together. Some of the guys that we're excited about that's returning, we have a really good running back. His name's Eric Williams. He'll be a 3-year starter. Good looking kid. He's about 6 foot, 205 pounds, and can run really well. So we're excited to have him back. We got another good running back named Jaden Hall. He played last year a lot for us too. So we'll probably be a little bit more run oriented this year. We'll be starting a sophomore quarterback. His name's Pedro Maldonado. If he walked through those doors right now, you'd be like, that's the guy? Yeah, that's the guy. And I'm telling you, he's about this tall, but he is tough. And he is a competitor. We're excited to see what he does for us this year. So really, really quick and can throw the ball. So got some good players on offense. Defense, our leading tackler's back. He's our safety. He'd be another kid that walked in the door. You'd be like, that's the defensive guy? Yeah. He's about my size, but he is tough and likes to hit. So his name's Abadel Barrera. Great player for us. Unique thing about Nimitz, a lot of our kids will play offense and defense, and that's not too common in 6A football. But again, that's our kids. They play both sides. They get in really good shape, and really, really fun to watch, to be honest with you. I'm going to brag on Coach Roddy and the administration. Recently, they put in air conditioning in our weight room facilities, and that's truly been a game changer. In the past, we kind of had to work out and sweat, and I know that makes you tough, but kids are a little different than us growing up. So to be able to go in that facility any time of the day, before or after practice, in August at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we couldn't do that in the past. It was just way too hot. So just us getting an AC in the facility has been a truly game changer. So we're utilizing that in all programs. Our school district does a great job of getting our kids what not only we need, but also what we want. Not too many times do we ask for something and they say no. And I'm very blessed to work in a school district like that takes care of our kids. And I know that's like that on all 3 campuses. So come out, support those Nimitz Vikings, support those Irving Tigers, support those MacArthur Cardinals. And again, thank y'all for letting us come out today and share a little bit with you. If you ever have anything community service wise and you need a great group of kids to help you, please do not hesitate to call Coach Rogers at Nimitz High School. We are always we got servant kids at Nimitz, and we'll be able to help you anything you need us to do. If you don't believe me, call me, and we'll prove that. So thank you again for your time and attention today.
Thank you, Brian. The next gentleman I'm going to introduce is in his first year as the athletic coordinator and head coach at MacArthur High School. However, he's no stranger to the Irving ISD. Coach Beck Nicholas is coming to us from Louisville Hebron High School, where he was assistant head coach. Prior to that, his entire career had been in the Irving ISD. It spent 3 years at Travis Middle School, 15 years at MacArthur High School, and 2 years at Irving High School. So without further ado, help me welcome Coach Beck Nicholas.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. There's nothing like going after somebody who's done this for 9 years, and I'm over here, me and Coach Munoz, like, we need to start taking some notes on this. But we're excited to be here. I mean, seeing some people that I've met in the past, being here for such a long period of time. Dr. Parr, the first time I remember meeting him, and he asked me, why do you stay in Irving? Why have you been in Irving for such a long period of time? And I said, well, because I've always felt like being here, that these kids need us almost. If I went to another place and they had everything that was hand given to them, it was just a special place to be able to take care of kids here. And you truly build those relationships and get to see kids that maybe have different circumstances, and then later in life, what they've become and how well that they've changed and made something out of their life. And that's why Irving has always been a special place to me. Seeing Jordan Alsup as a new member over here, I had him in 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. He went through the whole system with us. We were talking earlier about him pole vaulting, and he was like, yeah, you had me running down and told me to swing up and put my legs over my head. Coach, it's crazy. But it's awesome to see him and where he's been, and I get to listen to some of his stuff that he talks about on social media. And it's definitely a special place to be, and I'm so excited to be here. A little bit about me. Coach Roddy said it. I'm an Irving person. I'm a community guy. I went to North Texas. I was fortunate enough to be at Travis Middle School for 3 and come up to MacArthur. I've got to work under some great head coaches, starting with Coach David Byzantine, who still lives in Irving. Then I got to work with Dave Beatty as well before Brian Basil came along. And then I was fortunate to go to Irving High. That was a little bit different for me because I had to change colors after 18 years of wearing the Cardinal colors. Going to Irving Tigers was a little bit different, but it was a great experience. It was awesome to be able to get to know the different side of Irving. So I've got to see like a whole different side of Irving, and it was very special to me, and being able to go to Hebron and learning from Coach Brazel. So that's been a very great experience for me. A little bit about us Cardinals this year. We had our first scrimmage last week. I'm very excited to see how we've improved. They're going on 3 different offenses and 3 different defenses in the last 3 years, and 3 different head coaches. So it's a lot for these kids, and we understand that, but we're demanding excellence, and we want them to be able to do things right in the right way. Bringing back a little bit about what we were when I was there was the We Will Win philosophy, and it's a program that I believe in, and I think it's great for our kids. The We Will Win is not just we will win on the football field. It's we will win in the school. We'll win with our parents. We'll win how we talk to people. It's winning at everything you do, making that a priority. And we teach life skills. The life skills that whenever they graduate and they leave the program, they should all be able to recite the life skills. And the life skills are physical conditioning, being able to exercise and eat right, discipline, relating to peers, being able to relate to your peers, relating to authority, relating to authority and reacting to and handling your emotion. So with those 5 skills, with those life skills, I think that they can become successful in life, and no matter what they do. We've had kids that come back and they say, Coach, I put those life skills on my refrigerator at home for my kids to see. So that makes it somewhat a little bit more, a little stamp of approval that we're doing the right thing, because ultimately we want to win football games and we want to do right, but we want to build these kids the right way and have them be successful members in life and family and the world, being great world leaders. So I'm definitely excited about bringing that back. With that being said, it's been challenging because I'm building relationships at such a fast rate with these new kids. They're being receptive. I had a team meeting just the other day about making sure we stay on point with the culture, because I went around and I said, how much time have I spent with you? How much time? And I have not got to spend just a ton of time with every kid, but I'm working like crazy to make sure I build these relationships, because I think that's very important with our kids. We had a scrimmage against Adamson. We play Adamson tonight. That's why they're on my mind. So if you're in Mesquite, anywhere around the Mesquite area, we'll be at Memorial tonight playing Adamson. But we got to scrimmage Fort Worth Arlington Heights this past Thursday, and from our inter squad scrimmage with 7 practices in, and that scrimmage going into this the first scrimmage, it was amazing to see the change of how fast these kids are picking it up and looking like they're learning the offense. That's with us being in the huddle. This week, we'll see. We're going to be off the sideline. So hopefully they pick it up and they're receptive to that. But we have some really good players. I think our quarterback is going to be good. We had Fly, Khalid Fly, he was our quarterback last year, more of a little bit of a runner. And we also have another kid named Glendon Willis, who will be our quarterback, and he can throw it a little bit. So we'll use them both ways as much as we can. If we can, we might have to use them both ways as well. I will say, I do appreciate Coach Rogers. Anytime that I need anything, being a first-year head coach, I can call him, ask him a question, and he helps me out in all kinds of ways. And same with Coach Roddy. If I have any questions, I can call and he can help me out. Do appreciate the AC in the weight room. It was vital to us. We did a fundraiser this week, and it was the weather. You know how the weather's been the past few days. We were able to go inside, put a projector or TV up, and do our fundraiser in the indoor and air conditioning. We had our mom's booster clubs in there with parents coming in and selling some booster club items. So just being able to have that space is giant, and I appreciate that as well. Looking forward to the season. Hopefully we can hang with these 2 guys. You know, they got great ball teams and great coaches. So I'm looking forward to the season. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Coach Nicholas. Very excited, coaches here working with our kiddos. All right, last but not least, another first-year head coach at Irving High School, athletic coordinator, is Coach David Munoz. Coach Munoz is coming to us from Haltom High School, where he has been the last 8 years, most recently as the defensive coordinator, where he was a part of a huge turnaround success story at Haltom. So we're super excited. Coach Munoz is going to be leading the Irving Tigers. So without further ado, help me welcome David Munoz from Irving High School.
Hi, Dave Munoz over at Irving High. As Coach said, I'm coming over from Haltom High School. I was the defense coordinator there. One of the really cool things about that turnaround was when we first took over that program 7, 8 years ago, we had maybe 60, 70 kids in that program. We were 0-10 that year. Everything was kind of, we're trying to do everything we can to keep the wheels on the bus as the season went on, as a program went on. The very next year, we go 1-9, and we won the first game of the season. And we're like, all right, we got this thing turned around. And then we proceed to lose the next 9. So we're like, oh no, we're back to square one. So the point of that story is a lot of the things that I see going on at Irving High is reminds me exactly of being back to the first square when we took over Halton. Identical kids, identical problems that we're facing. And so a lot of the problems that I'm seeing, I don't feel discouraged. I'm actually encouraged because I feel really, really comfortable looking at some of the problems that we have. Every morning I drive up and I look at our field house and it says the Jim Bennett Field House. And it reminds me every morning that Irving football has been in great hands before. And I don't know if I can ever emulate some of the things that Coach Bennett did, but I know that the future can be bright being there. So we're looking forward to big things at Irving High. I know we've been in a drought, but we do open the season with North Garland next Friday. So we're excited about that. We feel we've got a fighting chance. So don't know how we'll end up, but we're feeling confident, feeling good. And so being an athletic coordinator, being a head football coach there, I get the opportunity to work directly with our football boys. And so a couple of things that we've already started instilling. We do have a character curriculum that we go over with the kids once a week, especially in the off season. But a few of the things that we discuss with our kids is I look back at I was fortunate enough to have mom and dad at home, and I still do. I look back at some of the things that my dad instilled in me and some of the things that we still discuss. And so one of the things that we discuss with the kids is I look at it and I look at my dad. My dad's my superhero. People look at Batman, Superman, things like that. My dad's my superhero. And so we talk to the kids. Is your dad your superhero? Don't answer. Is your dad your superhero? Kids are thinking. Regardless of the answer, when the time comes for you to have your kids, you be your kid's superhero. Do the things that your dad did, or maybe do the things that he didn't do. And so one of the staples that we have is we want, long after the kids are gone, we want our kids to be good husbands, good fathers, and taxpayers as they produce 40 years from now. And so the next thing that we discuss is, did you come from a healthy family? Yes, no, maybe. Make sure a healthy family comes from you 40 years from now, 10 years from now, 5 years from now. Hopefully it's at least 4 years from now, no time close to high school graduation. And so those are two of the things that we discuss. The third is there's been a lot of research done, a lot of studies done that we've looked at. And so how to avoid poverty. And so maybe some of our kids are in poverty, some of our kids aren't. We got kids all over the spectrum, and it's wonderful. And so we look at it and said, guys, you got to do three things. One, graduate high school. Doesn't matter what's happening. That should be like the minimum standard that you go through. Graduate high school. It should be the norm. It should not be what if, it's when. Graduate high school. And then the second thing is get a 40-hour job. Get a 40-hour full-time job. Doesn't matter what job. Doesn't matter. Work 40 hours a week. You're well on your way. And the third one we discuss is don't have a baby out of wedlock. That's a tough one. And so here's why. And so everything we've been doing so far, working with our kids, has nothing to do with football, nothing to do with execution. If we can take care of things of showing up every day, showing up on time, working hard, those things will take care of itself, in my opinion. I think we can begin to see some success by doing those things right there. And so I think we're well on our way. Hasn't been easy the first couple of days, but it certainly has improved every day, every week, to where our boys are showing up every morning at 7:30 in the weight room, and we've had 100% attendance with the varsity team. I can't say that was the case day one or week one, but it's certainly improving. Kids are working hard. It's been a joy to show up. I'm new to Irving ISD. I'm new to the area. I'm loving every bit of it. I enjoy waking up and coming to work. A couple of nights, I find myself still working in the office. Like, oh, it's time to go. I got to go home and see the kids and stuff. So it's been very exciting. It's been wonderful. Our kids are getting after it. We had the opportunity to go up to Sam Houston on Friday night. Our kids were a little nervous, a little timid when he first started the scrimmage. Got settled in, and we competed well with Sam Houston. That's been a good program for several years. They have a lot of talent, a lot of speed over there, and we competed well. We finished the last quarter 0-0, And you would have thought we won the Super Bowl. It was great. It was great to see the kids have success. So hopefully that's the worst scrimmage we have. And hopefully that's the worst practice we have, and we'll continue to improve on those things. Our quarterback, Adrian Medina, is going to be a junior. He's a stud. He can sling it. He can run it. He's been doing really, really well. He's the engineer of our offense. Once he got settled in, he completed a couple passes, started to push the ball vertically a little bit, started to scramble. So he's doing a great job with that. Our coaching staff's doing a great job of implementing whole new offense and what the kids are used to. On the defense, we have a linebacker who's going to be a senior. Who's a senior this year. His name is Austin Williams. Austin's been a wonderful person, student. He was a kid that showed up every day in the weight room. Don't know how steady he was attacking the weight room. He maybe had 315 on squat, and by the end of the summer, he was repping 425, which is pretty hard to accomplish. He was able to do it in 3 months. So we have a good foundation. There's a good foundation already in place. I've been able to capitalize on a lot of the things that have been there. We have wonderful administration on campus at the district building. It's been great. The stakeholders, coaches have already alluded to it. I mean, we get almost anything we need, rarely hear a no. And so the resources for our kids has been unbelievable. We look forward to capitalizing and cashing in those checks and on the scoreboard on Friday night. And hopefully 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now, we have wonderful students that have graduated and become good husbands and fathers and become role models for the future of Irving ISD and all the students that we have here. Thank y'all very much.
Thank you, Coach. Just in conclusion, I want to say on behalf of these guys, Irving ISD, thank you for allowing us to be here today and share. I'm so proud to be able to work with these gentlemen and sleep well at night knowing that these are the type of men that are working with our kiddos. So with that said, thank you to the Rotary Club. We appreciate being here today. Thank you again.
Thank you so much. I so enjoyed all of your introductions and highlighting your leaders on the football team. Those young guys who work very, very hard to gain that position, and they're very passionate about it. So it helps all of us to be mindful of the harder you work, the more you enjoy, right? Leadership will always come knocking. We're going to again remind you that next week on Thursday at noon, we will not be meeting. So please attend the 5 o'clock membership drive social. I look forward to seeing everyone and hopefully a lot of potential new members that we can influence and help them to get excited about making a larger difference with Rotary. Does anyone have an announcement that you'd like to stand up and share at this time, Lori? Thank you so much, Lori. Anyone else? Okay, at this time, we're going to have the four-way test led by President, but Director, Dr. Park. Thank you, everyone. Have a blessed week.